नहमदुहु व नसल्लिमु अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम इन्ना अंज़लनाहु फ़ी लैलतिल क़द्र व मा अदराका मा लैलतुल क़द्र खैरुम मिन अल्फ़ि शहर इन्नल्लाह व मलाइकतहु युसल्लूना अलन नबी या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनु सल्लु अलैहि व सल्लिमु तस्लीमा अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन अब्दिक व रसूलिक सल्लि अलल मुमिनीन वल मुमिनात वल मुस्लिमीन वल मुस्लिमात. We are today in our Gulf area, Saudi Arabia. It is 18th Ramadan, and the rest of the world it will be 17, end of the 17th Ramadan. So we are just, after a few days, we will be in the last 10 days of Ramadan. We have passed the 10 Ashra Awal, first 10 days as a blessing, the second day, 10 days Maghfirat, and the last 10 days it will be the freedom from Jahannam. And in those, among the nights of Ramadan, there is a one called as Shab-e-Qadr, a night, a great blessing. The Quran Kareem describes it as being greater in blessedness and reward than 1,000 months, which means that it is greater than 83 years and 4 months. Fortunate is that person who gets the full blessing of this night by spending it in ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he has then earned a reward for ibadah of 83 years and 4 months, and even more. Indeed, the granting of this night to the Muslim is a great favor. In a hadith reported by Ans Razilullah Ta'ala Anhu, is reported to have said, Laylatul Qadr was given to my ummah, not to any other ummah before this. Many reasons for the granting of Laylatul Qadr have been mentioned. One reason, according to some hadith, is even thus the Rasulullah used to look at the longer lives of the earlier people and was saddened over the shorter life of his own ummah. If his ummah had a wish to compete with the people before them in the doing of good deeds, because of their shorter lives, it would be impossible for them to either copy or beat them. To cover up for this difference in their shorter lives, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His countless mercy gave them this night of great blessing. This means that if any fortunate person of this ummah spends during his life 10 times such nights in the worship of Allah, he would have earned the reward for ibadah of 830 years and even more. Rasulullah was related to the Sahaba Rizwanullah alayhim ajmain the story of very pious man from the Bani Israel who used to spend 1,000 months in jihad. On hearing this, Sahaba even envied that person because they couldn't get the same reward, whereupon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted them Laylatul Qadr, the night of power. Our Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam once mentioned the names of the four most pious people amongst the Bani Israel, who each spent 80 years in the Allah sincere ibadah, worshipping Him and not sinning at all. They were Nabi Ayub alayhi salam, Zakaria alayhi salam, Haskil alayhi salam, and Yusha alayhi salam. The Sahaba heard this with the astonishment. Then Jibreel alayhi salam appeared and recited Surah Al-Qadr, which I have recited in the start, where the blessing of this night was revealed. This is a great favor and gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make lots of ibadah on this night. Is also a blessing from Allah, who wonderful are those pious saints who didn't miss the ibadah of even one Laylatul Qadr since from the young age. Now, as to which night it is, approximately 50 different views of the ulamas are mentioned. The numerous benefits of this night are mentioned in many books of the hadith. The Quran Majid itself mentioned the night in Surah Qadr, of which we shall given with a short commentary. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, we have indeed revealed this message in the night of power, Surah Al-Qadr. On this special night, the Quran was sent down from the Lawhul Mahfuz, the preserved tablet in special place above the heavens, to the heaven above the earth. A great book like the Quran Kareem being revealed to the nights is sufficient to explain its excellence, not to mention all its other blessings and virtues. In very next verse, a question is asked, وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ, and what will explain to you that the night of power is. In other words, the question asked there is, have you any knowledge as to greatness and the great importance of this night? Have you any knowledge as to get favors and gifts that are placed in it? The next verse tells us some of that greatness. Laylatul Qadr khairun min alf shahr. The night of power is better than the thousandth month. The true meaning there is that the reward for the spending this night in ibadah is better than the having spent 1,000 months in 1,000 months in ibadah. So the true meaning here is that the reward for the spending this night in ibadah is better than having spent 1,000 months in ibadah. It is the fact such more, but as to have such more rewarding, it is we are not told here. We will continue this akhir dawan alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Ya Rabbi salli wa sallim daiman abadan ala habibika khair khalqi kullihim.